Hello. So I have almost finished this. I need to weave in the ends. I am really excited for what she says when I send it. I'm gonna make a normal granny square to send with also because yeah, it doesn't fit the prompt at all, but it's al creme. I did a single crochet border and it's taken all the curling mostly away. I'm gonna do a little bit of blocking, just light blocking, before I send it. But look at her. She came out better than I was expecting. And this is the back with the ends. I know it looks like a lot, but it's fine. Woven in a few already up there. And then the next one that I'm working on, I'm not as thrilled about how the colors are going on it, but I'm just rolling with it because it was a suggestion one, not one that's being given to anyone. And that is Bellsprout. And you can see the difference the border makes. So Bellsprout is very wavy, whereas Belle Creme, like she's got a little bit of wave going on where she was cross-stitched, but the border made the edges not wave nearly as much. Whereas with Bellsprout is a little much. But I need to figure out the lip colors, put that in there, and then the shading colors for the brown. And I'm almost done with Bellsprout. Then I have to do the border on him. Now, the next one, I'm not gonna spoil for you guys. You guys can guess who it is, but I will say that it's one that my kid asked for because one of his favorite creators really likes this Pokemon. And I'm gonna leave it at that. You can try to figure it out. In fact, put your guesses in the comments. Which Pokemon is this gonna be? I have this one going. And then I have one started for one that I want to do. But with that being said, I kind of got really excited about doing all of this. I haven't done as much on the blanket. In fact, I think the blanket's in exactly the same spot that I left it before, but I might not be putting that clip in. So, in fact, I'm not going to put that clip in. I have decided I'm just not going to use that clip. The whole point behind making this is one of my favorite creators. She is doing a call for granny squares to put on her wall to decorate it. A community blanket. I'm really excited about that, and I asked her who her favorite Pokemon was, and she picked one of the newer ones. And one of the downsides of the newer ones is they don't have a lot of pattern, like cross-stitch patterns made for like real small versions of them, because I was going to try to do an actual like 4x4 inch one and just do like the party sprite. But nobody's figured out the colors for it yet, and it's a pretty complex Pokemon to try to make it smaller. So I just ended up making a bigger one. She doesn't know that I'm sending this. I just asked who's your favorite Pokemon, and she answered al creme. Which, did you know that this guy has 70 different variations? It was very difficult to pick which one I was going to go with, but hopefully she likes it. And then one of my boyfriend's friends suggested I do this one. And I was trying at first to match the colors on Passionate Kelsey's wall, because like it's already pretty similar to some of the artwork that she's grabbed. I don't think I'm gonna end up sending this to her. I think I'm going to wait until I figure out what her favorite Pokemon is, if she even has one. Maybe I might do something Stardew Valley themed to send to her. I kind of want to send a few just to people that I like watching that will have stuff in the background. It'll feel good. It'll feel good. But yeah, so here is the blanket update. So we're starting to see Meowth peeking up over the edge. And you can actually recognize Diglett and Dugtrio now. Oh, I remember one of these is named Venonat. But you can see the wings now. You gotta remember, the generation I grew up with was Gen 3. I was around for all of these to come out, but I wasn't allowed to play them until Gen 3 came out. Look at all of them. And I found a crucial color match. So this guy right here was finally able to add in, and you can see Persian over here starting to take shape. Very happy about that. And I finally fixed the color on Charmander's body. So his belly was like this really weird color that was darker than the rest. And I finally unpicked it and fixed it. And I might do that with Charizard too, because I did the same thing with him, but with him it just kind of melds in with each other. In addition to that, the little guy who's before Beedrill, this guy right here, I finally got him filled in. He's been a blank spot on the blanket for a while. So that's the updates. I'm gonna see if I can give you guys a decent look at the blanket. And then this is where I'm at with weaving in the ends. So I've made a decent amount of progress on weaving in the ends too. So that's the update with that. I have made a couple of things here and there, but I don't feel like digging them out right now, and I can just update you guys on them in the next video. But with that being said, which Pokemon do you guys think I should do next? I'm gonna do an up-close look. I don't know if any of you guys are returning viewers, but this is single crochet with cross stitch on top of it. I use a size G hook, the purple Clover and More ones, and I hold worsted weight yarn, single strand, and then DK weight or lower double strand. And I've even mixed some bulky weight yarn in. So this yarn right here, this is actually Bernette Fluffy. I'm really hoping that it's not gonna go too fluffy when it gets washed for the first time, because this is not going to be a wall tapestry. This is going to be a blanket that I use on a daily basis. That's why I'm weaving in all the ends. And I don't weave them in before I'm finished with the Pokemon and satisfied, because it makes the fabric super stiff and I don't feel like getting wrist pain. So I wait until I'm satisfied with the Pokemon before weaving in the ends. But with that being said, I'm weaving them in extra careful. Make sure that it's actually going to survive the wash. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with them. Ooh, I also got the cheeks filled in on that guy. So I started this on November 27th. And I always joke that this is my 2-year project. But yeah, let me know what Pokemon I should do next for a standalone tapestry. And if you know any crochet YouTubers' favorite Pokemons and they have a PO box, let me know, because if I like them, I might end up sending them one. Maybe. I don't want to commit to that and then get overwhelmed, so we're leaving that as a maybe. Yeah, anyways, if you enjoyed, like the video, subscribe, ring the little bell, comment, all that fun stuff. I will see you guys next time I get on, probably within the next month or so. Maybe within the next 2 weeks, if I can stop being scared to record these videos, because I'm still pretty new to doing this. But yeah, bye!